Okay, hello everyone. Today we are talking all about what I'm teaching for my 3rd grade lessons. So if this is your first time tuning in here, every Tuesday at 5:30 we talk about what I'm teaching this week. And I phrase it as a week because I see my students for a week at a time. So I see them Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then next week I have a different set of kids. So this is actually the first time I have the kids from the first week of school. We finally made it all the way through a rotation and into a new set of lessons, which is exciting. So we're talking about 3rd grade this week, everything I'm teaching them. This week they are working on naming rhythms and some Hispanic heritage stuff. So we have some Hispanic songs and some folk dancing, and it's a good time. We are still virtual. This is still my classroom right here. And so you get it like it's real, And I just realized I'm gonna have to get up and dance for you. Yay. Anyway, so 3rd grade is naming rhythms and they are working on some Hispanic heritage stuff. So as per usual, when they come, I am showing them my little slides. These are available now for free as a template, and you get a bunch of different colors. And they're completely editable Google Slides. So check those out in my Teachers Pay Teachers store. They're free, again, because we like free things. And so I have actually started doing Go Noodle videos with them. I wasn't doing them before because I was like, they're in 3rd grade. Aren't they a little bit too old for Go Noodle? No, they are not. They have been loving it. I don't know if it's just because they're virtual or because it's the beginning of the year, but I feel like my 3rd graders are so young. I usually think of 3rd grade as the older kids, and this year I'm like, you're so little. Anyway, I digress. So after that, I haven't seen these kids for a whole month. So we do go over the rules briefly. They already know them pretty well, but we're now at the point where we want to act up at school, even on the virtual land. So it's nice to just review in that same little slide I've been showing them the whole time. And then we learn the dance Los Machetes, and I just realized that the song is on my phone and my phone is live, so we're not gonna have the song, but you know what, it's all good. So Los Machetes is a really fun Hispanic dance. I love this one. I have 2, so I usually do this one, and then last year I did La Raspa, and then I'll switch off and I teach it for 2 grades. So I will also teach this to 4th grade. So Los Machetes is really simple. It just has an A, a B, and a C section, and it is one that you listen to. There's nothing to sing as far as I know. So on the A section, typically you would walk to the steady beat in a circle for 16 beats, and then you would go the opposite way for 16 beats. We are still virtual, so I tell them, if you have space, walk in a circle, and if you don't, what I do is I just stand up here and I pretend to walk like this, and we clap the steady beat, which will make more sense later. So you just clap for 16 and then turn the other way and walk and clap for 16. The B section, I am going to have to stand up for this because it's a little crazy, but it is so much fun. On the B section, your pattern is you take your hands, and normally I do it with rhythm sticks because they're actually using machetes. That's why it's called Los Machetes. And so you take your hands and you go clap, and then under your leg, down, clap. Under your other leg, front, back, 1, 2, 3. So that's the pattern. It goes up, down, front, back, 1, 2, 3. And I will teach it just like that. We'll go really slow, and we'll get faster and faster, and then typically I give them 30 seconds to try it on their own, and I tell them they can go as fast or slow as they want, so that the kids who are still kind of struggling can kind of catch up, and the kids who are doing really well can do it really fast, because it's just so much fun to do it really fast. So that's the B section. And then the C section is really simple. You just take usually your rhythm stick. We're just right now just using our hands, and you swing it up for 8, and then your other way, and then you go back. So you can just type into iTunes Los Machetes or onto YouTube, and you can find it really easily. It's pretty common. So we learn that dance. We usually do the A and the B section on Monday, and then I tell them that it is Hispanic Heritage Month. I show them this map with all the countries that are Hispanic, and then we learn the song Vamos a la Mar. So I love this song. It is so cute. It goes, Vamos a la mar, tum tum, a comer pescado, tum tum, boca colorada, tum tum, fritito y asado, tum tum, which means let's go to the sea or to the ocean to eat fish. Boca colorada literally means colored mouth. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think that is a type of fish. And then fritito means fried, y asado means grilled. So we can eat our fish fried or grilled when we go to the beach and see it. And so what I do is I sing it and I just have them say tum tum and they snap on that part. So I sing and they just go tum tum, because the Spanish is really hard for my kids. I don't have a lot of Spanish speakers, so going really slow is helpful. And then I teach them the words just really slowly, and then again I'll sing it and just say you just have to do tum tum and don't make them worry about it yet, and we'll go back over it tomorrow. Next up, we introduce our rhythms, and we are finally learning like the real names. So up until now in 1st and 2nd grade, I just teach them like ta, titi, rest, ta, or long. And then in 3rd grade, they finally learn the real names for all of the things, quarter note, 8th notes, all of those things. And then we go through, and I made these like ocean animal rhythm cards. I actually have these in my TPT shop, but they're not, they don't look like this because they were not made for digital. They were made to like print out. So they're different, but they are available if you want to print them out and cut them out, and I will try to get this up soon. And so I just have all of the different, not all, I have some of the different names, and so I picked like 4. So we have pez and pulpo, and we just assigned rhythms to them. Tortuga, tiburon is a shark. And my plan was that we were going to do a like ocean animal dictation thing on Google Slides, which I'm still planning to do, but we were not able to do it because one, our learning management system was not letting me put it in because it's like having an issue with Google at the moment, and 2, we ended up not having time, so it worked out anyway. So we just went over the rhythm names and learned the words in Spanish, clapped the rhythms, and that was it. On Tuesday, we start again with our Go Noodle video, and then we learn Bate Bate Chocolate, which is one of my favorite chants. So much fun. This is available in my TPT shop. It is like this size, which is why it looks kind of weird on my thing. But if you don't know Bate Bate Chocolate, it is a chant that people say when they're making mole, which is a sauce. And so it goes Bate Bate Chocolate con arroz y con tomate. 1, 2, 3, cho. 1, 2, 3, co. 1, 2, 3, la. 1, 2, 3, te. Chocolate, 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 chocolate. So that's the whole thing. I really like it because first of all, I mean, it's talking about chocolate. Secondly, because there's actually not that many words for them to learn. So the first phrase, Bate Bate Chocolate con arroz y con tomate, they do have to learn that section, but once they know that, they pretty much know the rest of it because most of them have watched Dora, so they know 1, 2, 3. Most of them can actually count to 10. Even my kids who like don't speak Spanish, they don't have Spanish class, none of that kind of stuff, but most of them can still count to 10 because again of Dora, so thank you, Dora. And so they can get pretty much the rest. You just really have to teach them that first little section, and the rest of it comes pretty easily. It's just 8th and quarter notes, so after we learn it, I have them pick 2 actions. We do 1 action for 8th notes and 1 action for quarter notes, and we just perform them as we say it. So today I think they picked snapping on the 8th notes and then stomping on the quarter notes. So they would just go Bate Bate Chocolate con arroz y con tomate. 1, 2, 3, cho. 1, 2, 3, go, and so on and so forth. The lesson that is actually in this pack on TBT is coming up with an ostinato, which is a lot of fun, but we switched it up a little bit today just because of our needs for today. So then we learn this song, we go over Vamos a la mar again, and I start off the same way with just having them say the tum tum part, and then I actually teach them all of the words, and then we actually get them to like sing it, and they really like the song. It's really, I think that tum tum is just so much fun. I always have them snap on that part, and they picked it up pretty quickly today. This is what we did today, so I was pretty happy with that. Then we go over the rest of los machetes. So yesterday I taught them the A and the B section. Today I taught them the C section, which is just waving our machete that we don't have because we're not at school, so we don't have rhythm sticks, around for 8, and then other hand for 8. If you missed that part, you can watch the replay on YouTube or on IGTV once it like finishes processing. We talked about it at the beginning. And then I have them watch a like professional dance group, and again, all the links will be in the YouTube video, which will be available by tomorrow. That's why I keep looking over here, because that's the YouTube video. So we watched this video. I really like this one because the guys actually have machetes and like wave them around, and so it's just really cool. And we can talk about how this is usually what a dance they would do at like a celebration after a long day of like harvesting. I want to say sugar cane, but I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head. So that is on Tuesday, and then I wanted to do a Kahoot, but we ran out of time. I don't know if I'm just not pacing it well or if they're all coming late or what. We ran out of time again today. On Thursday, I don't have slides for these yet, but it's okay. On Thursday, we're doing a song called En la Pulga, and so this one is really cute because it goes through different instruments. So it's talking about going to the shops in San Jose and buying all the different instruments. So it's like, En la Pulga de San Jose, yo compré una guitarra. I think it's the first one, guitar. Yo compré una guitarra, tara tara tara, la guitarra. So for this one, I don't worry about them learning the actual words. We just play the instruments. So the first one is guitarra, so we'll strum our guitar, and the next one's clarinet, and so we'll play our clarinet, and I think it's violin, and I'm not sure what the other ones are off the top of my head. It depends on like what version you listen to. So there is for En la Pulga and also Los Machetes, both of these are available on iTunes. Just search them and you can find them. So then we read the book Zin Zin Zin, a Violin. We're going with like instrument theme today, so we sang about the instruments, then we're reading through the different instruments. And so this is a really cute book. It talks about the instruments, and it also says different things. So like, with mournful moan and silken tone, itself alone comes one trombone. Gliding, sliding, high notes go low, one trombone is playing solo. And then it goes to a duet, and then there's a trio, and I think it goes up to 8. And then it says, yeah, so make it, no, 9, 10, I don't know. So it goes to 10, and then it just says like the orchestra comes in the hall, and there's just all of these different instruments, and it says actually the words strings and brasses and stuff like that. I love this book, and it's really short, so it doesn't take a lot of time, but I really like, I'm trying to like really get them to name the instruments, because at the end of 3rd grade is when I teach them the instruments of the orchestra and like separating them by the different groups. So we do that, and then I have on, I don't think I can pull it up easily, but I have on it Teachers Pay Teachers a activity that goes along with this. It's a Google Slides activity, and it has like each of the different instruments that they talk about, and then it has a video of the instrument. It has some information about the family that it's in, and some information about the different instruments. So it goes through like violin and trombone and trumpet, and I think harp, and just a bunch of different things. So it's really helpful so that we can see them, name them, and then also listen to them, because there are, again, like the videos embedded in the Google Slides that you can listen to. So that's really helpful. So we go through that, look at all the instruments, talk about what our favorite instruments are. I might try to play that rhythm Kahoot if we have time, because I made it. So I'm like, if I made the rhythm Kahoot, we're gonna play it. I will link it in the YouTube video so that if you're like, I want to play a rhythm Kahoot, you can play it. Someone will get use out of it. And then on Friday, I did skip, I don't have class on Wednesday. Wednesday's e-learning days, so they're supposed to like work on their own. On Friday, we go through Los Machetes again. We just kind of practice it all, and I'm gonna see if they can grab either like pencils or something that they can use, because normally we would use rhythm sticks for what the machetes would be, because obviously I'm not gonna hand them machetes, but we would use rhythm sticks, and so that's just a lot more fun than clapping. So I'm gonna give them that option. And then we're gonna go through Vamos a la Mar again, and then I think I wanted to do a rhythm quiz. So we're either gonna do the rhythm Kahoot, or I think I might move the ocean animal dictation to Friday, since we definitely did not have time on Monday. So those are my two thoughts. I haven't decided which one we're gonna do. We shall see. It kind of depends on how well third grade can like navigate the internet, because anytime I want them to do something, they have to get on like our learning management system, and it's just like a whole big thing. And so then we end with Friday freeze dance, because I told them that we're gonna end every Friday with freeze dance until we at least get back in the building, and maybe even after that, because you know, freeze dance is fun. So I like to do that at the end, just kind of like to end on a high note, and they just all love freeze dance, so it's really great. That is everything. I'm teaching third grade this week. It doesn't sound like very much when I say it. Like 17 minutes, really, that's it? Feels like a lot. Feels like a lot. But anyway, well, so that is everything I'm teaching third grade this, well, I guess really this month, because I will be teaching it until middle or end of October. Maybe if we end up going back to school, then obviously that might throw a wrench in some things, but I tried to pick things that like we can do in school. Like we can still do that dance even in school, even if we're in our seats 6 feet away. So I tried to keep that in mind as we went through here. For now, we're still virtual, so that's where we are. Thank you guys so much for coming and watching. Leave all your questions below. The links will be in the YouTube video, which will be up by tomorrow morning at the very, very latest. And if you need more virtual lessons, I do have the ebook that I just printed. This is like the cover page. I do have the ebook that I just launched last week, which is why I did not finish these. Still have comments or questions, you can feel free to send me a DM. I'm always talking to people in my DMs, and all of the links will be in the replay on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for watching.